Kate Middleton's wedding party color scheme mimicked Queen Victoria's. Kate Middleton's wedding party color scheme mimicked Queen Victoria's. Queen Victoria reused and repurposed many parts of her dress. Queen Victoria reused and repurposed many parts of her dress. Although she set many trends with her ceremony, she didn't want anyone copying her. Her choice of color was made to support the struggling lace industry. For Queen Victoria's dress, the lace components alone cost $1,000. The particular type she chose to use was called Honiton lace, and it was made over the course of 9 months by over 200 people. The lace makers were struggling financially, with each employee making very little money for their incredibly detailed and laborious work. They were also competing with newly invented machines that spun lace almost as well as they did by hand and much faster. Queen Victoria gave them enough work through her commission to help them survive the winter that year, with her veil alone costing 6 weeks of work. The lace makers were extremely grateful to the young queen, and her gown choice was a great example of her thoughtfulness toward her kingdom. Queen Victoria changed the dress game with her 1840 marriage to Prince Albert. Other women may have worn white in the past, but Victoria's combination of breaking tradition and showing her support for her kingdom really sealed the deal for her to become a trendsetter. Since she was already the Queen of England before her wedding, she had the freedom to break tradition when and where we wanted to and express herself exactly as she desired. In addition to being the bride who inspired all that came after her to wear white, Victoria is also the one who declared that guests couldn't wear white to the wedding. Women wore white here and there for centuries before Queen Victoria did. Not only did brides wear white before Queen Victoria did, but there are also several royals who are documented as having worn white gowns on their wedding days. One example is Princess Philippa of England. However, wearing white was still considered non-traditional by the time Queen Victoria turned the standard on its head. The most desirable color for wedding dresses changes with location and time period. With many other symbolic ceremonies from around the world, the colors selected for wedding dresses have meanings assigned to them. For Western brides, white is seen to represent purity and new beginnings. For Eastern brides, however, red is more common and represents life, luck, and celebration. The preferred color varies widely around the world, with some countries like India and Nigeria embracing very colorful clothing for weddings. When they started getting used, white dresses used to signify wealth, not purity. Before Queen Victoria's game-changing wedding, the color of the bride's dress was under a lot less scrutiny. In most cases, a woman got married wearing whatever color their best dress happened to be. The color white in those days was usually only worn by the very wealthy or royal members of society. The reasons for this included the difficulty of keeping white clothing clean, as well as how expensive the fabric was. Essentially, the color white was used to convey wealth rather than purity. That latter association came along much later. The Babylonians had a marriage market. White dresses weren't really relevant there either. The tradition of weddings isn't as old as the tradition of marriage. The traditions surrounding particular dress colors are the most recent of all. Marriage in Babylonian times meant selling all of the pretty girls to the highest buyer and giving away the ones who weren't purchased. Does that sound a bit like slavery for women? It was. The idea of romantic love and weddings didn't come around to replace this older idea until much later in history.
There aren't any weddings in the Bible, so we can't really look there for white wedding dress proof.
Yes, there are married couples in the Bible, however. There were no weddings as we know them today. In that time, marriage was considered to be more of a formal or practical social contract. It was usually done by signing an agreement. In one Bible story, a man marries a woman by mistake when he consummates his marriage in a dark tent, presumably with the wrong woman. It wasn't a romantic way of doing things, and it wasn't done for romantic purposes. It was simply about two people living together, shoring one another up, and making babies.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.